Hey everyone, this is Brady Velaconia, broker with Keller Williams, Central Oregon, and today I am with Chris and Emma Leyden with Feast Food Company here in beautiful Redmond, Oregon. So they've been good enough to chat with me about their awesome business, and I just wanted to ask them a few questions. So thanks guys for being with me.
Of course.
Yeah. So first question is, how did you guys get into the food restaurant industry?
I think for me, it came from just having a passion for cooking and eating mostly when I was younger. I think that it just kind of put me on a path of finding a love for cooking at a pretty young age, which I feel very fortunate to have had. It brought us to, be able to travel around the country and to experience some really cool things while enjoying traveling and other things as well. So for me, it just stemmed from a young age, and I just never looked back.
Awesome.
Didn't look at anything else.
I started in restaurants at 17 and just never left. I loved the customer service aspect of it and the hospitality, and I find joy in making other people happy and enjoying what I can get them. So I've loved being able to do that, and so it just kind of worked out. We met working in restaurants, and we just have worked together ever since.
So you started in a restaurant, and for those of you who don't know the kind of the evolution of Feast, started in a restaurant, but you guys then opened the truck.
So we were working in restaurants for a long time, the both of us. And then when we moved to Redmond, we started a food truck very briefly after moving here. And then we had that for a couple of years, and then we just transitioned into the restaurant just a month ago. Actually, today is our 1 month anniversary.
So. Then that must have been 1 month since I was here. Because I was here opening night. So, speaking of food, your menu is awesome. So first of all, describe the type of food that you serve and dream up, and then also how do you come up with the menu and the type of food that you serve?
We focus a lot on getting local ingredients from as many people in the area that we can. Moving from the food truck into the restaurant was a big jump, so we had to kind of broaden our spectrum. So we focus Pacific Northwest solely. We only have a couple of purveyors outside of Oregon, and that's Washington and a little bit in Idaho. But predominantly, 90% of our menu comes from Oregon.
All local, nice.
Which is really cool. We focus on utilizing as many local farms and ranches and dairies as we can. And we want to highlight that, everything that we use can come from here.
Awesome.
It's pretty far in between where people are able to experience that.
I mean, we also even stretch that into our cocktail list and our wine and beer list. All of the wines we have are from Oregon or Washington, depending on, mostly Oregon, but there's a handful of grapes that are kind of required that don't grow in Oregon. So I think the only, the cab, I believe, is the only one that we have that's from Washington. Everything else is from Oregon, which is really cool. And then we just have so many cool local breweries in Oregon. So of course you have to feature that.
Awesome. I know. It's always nice to walk into a restaurant and say almost all of these beers or the food is sourced locally. So when I'm recommending your restaurant, because I do to everyone, how should I be describing your food?
I would say that it's Pacific Northwest ingredients with a Southern inspiration. He just takes basically grassroots cooking and just, you take inspiration from what you can get instead of trying to find the things to fit the dish. You make the dish around the things.
I would say it's very ingredient driven. I just kind of let what's available dictate what we're going to make. It's not forcing the issue, it's just adapting to what's available, and that allows us to utilize those local
farms. as the seasons change, your menu is going to evolve and change.
100%. I mean, I think we've changed the menu. We've been open for a month, like we said, and I think we've changed the menu 3 times now. So
now, like we were talking off camera, the pork belly's still on there, which is my favorite.
People love that.
And there's some things that you said will never leave.
The fried mushrooms will never go anywhere.
My wife's favorite.
Those are great because they're cultivated here in Redmond, so they're available year round, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not a seasonal thing.
Cool.
So those are a cool thing to keep around.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for being with me. And for those of you who haven't had the chance to visit them in restaurant yet, please come by. What's your address?
It's 546 Northwest 7th Street.
Yes.
in
So
Redmond.
just take 7th Street and keep going.
Yeah.
It's a great building here. Hopefully you got to see some interior shots and come by and check out the food. So thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.